I quit my corporate job today without anything else lined up. I have no idea what I'm about to drop in this video, but it's for you and you need to listen. The message I'm saying to you is that you need to learn to truly respect yourself inside and out if you want to make changes. Until the past year, I thought that I was destined for nothing but mediocrity. I was used to dealing with terrible family dynamic. I grew up in poverty. I grew up with abuse. I grew up with drugs. Had toxic friendships. And then I had narcissistic and abusive relationships. After that, I went right into becoming chronically ill and almost losing my life due to autoimmune diseases. Until joining the Skinny Society on May 11th, 2025, I thought that my life was on a trajectory of boredom. I have always desired something more. I just didn't think that that would be possible for me based on how I grew up, the situation that I'm in, where I live. I always felt like there was a limiting roof on me until this past year. Yes, joining the Skinny Society has helped me lose weight and achieve a figure that I never thought was something that I would be able to attain. It's also morphed my mind into a completely new state where life is limitless for me. There are things in this world that I've always wanted to do that I truly believe that I can do now because of the systems that I've built and the support that I have from Live Directly and the girls within the Skinny Society. I have always wanted to pursue something in social media. I've made a few different accounts and I've done my best to grow, but it just wasn't my time, and that is what I'm realizing now. The message I'm saying to you is that you need to trust the timing of your life, and you need to learn to truly respect yourself inside and out if you want to make changes. I have no idea what is about to come my way. I don't have any other jobs lined up. I haven't even started a job search yet, but I am so secure in my belief in myself that I know that everything is going to work out exactly how it should, and I am open to any possibilities that come my way. I know I have a lot of you who have found me through Live, which I'm so grateful for. And the purpose of this video is that if me, a poor little fat girl with terrible relationships, can achieve this mindset, then you can too. The only thing stopping you is yourself and your excuses and your reliancy on the idea that you're not meant for more. There's absolutely no reason for you to stay in a terrible friendship, in a shitty relationship, in a job that you hate. There's always going to be another job. There's always going to be somewhere else to live, but there is not going to be another life. A part of me is feeling like I've wasted so much time in the past without realizing this, but the other part of me realizes that I just wasn't ready and I wasn't prepared for what life actually has to offer me. I officially am no longer being brought down by corporate men, people leaving hate comments, the ghosts of people from my past. We are completely freeing ourselves here. If you are in a shitty relationship, maybe you just got broken up with and you're begging the universe, begging God for it to work out, don't. If it's going to work out, it will. And I can guarantee you 6 months down the line, a year down the line, you are going to look back and you are going to be thanking whoever you believe in that you were freed from that relationship. If you're being bullied and pushed around in a friend group and you're trying and fighting to fit in and stay in that small circle of people, don't. Once you release yourself, you're going to meet new people, you're going to have new memories, and you're going to create new situations for yourself that you never would have had if you're locked in that tight circle. If you're living in a small hometown and you're just dreaming of breaking free and you're sick of being run around in the same cycles of drama with the same people, you can leave. I know that it's really hard to do when you're within the proximity that you grew up with, but you can leave. There is life outside of your hometown. There is life outside of the drama that's keeping you locked in there. If you're in a job that you don't like, that underpays you, that doesn't respect you, you can leave. This is going to depend on your situation. This is the first time in my life that I have ever left a job without having something else lined up, but I'm in a situation with a little bit of support right now, and the sheer delusion that I am going to make this work in whatever way that I can. Around a year ago, I started taking acting classes, and at that same time, Liv started sharing some of my videos, which has resulted in my social media pages starting to grow, and I have developed such a love for editing and thinking of creative ideas, sharing things that I'm doing day to day that I think will help other people, and now my heart is just longing to do something creative for an income. I got my degree late in life. I've done corporate jobs, I've done restaurant jobs, I've gotten random certificates to fit into whatever job I was working at the time. And throughout the past 10, 12 years of doing that, I just didn't realize that my spark was just slowly being crushed down and down. I have a few other videos on YouTube where I explain how I feel like I'm living to work, and that has been something that has been killing me. Within the past year, I have added an antidepressant to my medication, and I've doubled up my anxiety pills solely because of a job. That's not right, and that's not normal, and it is so normalized within our society, and I'm happy that I'm finally breaking free, and I hope that this resonates with you in some way. It doesn't have to be about a job, but if it's about a relationship that you're in, a friendship, even something with your family, and it's toxic and it's bogging you down and you feel like a Dementor from Harry Potter is sucking out your soul, you do have the option to leave. I don't know why I was sitting under the delusion for so many years that I couldn't change my circumstances, and I seriously do owe this mindset change completely to Liv. I admire her so much, and the way that she's opening up women to their potential beyond weight loss is something that you're not going to understand unless you apply to the skinny society. I feel so inspired and like I've come out of a new shell, and I really hope that what I'm saying and posting and doing is inspiring you to do the same, because as women, we have so much more potential, and I feel like we're constantly locked in a cage. Quitting my corporate job today, this is the first time in life that I have felt excited in so long. And yes, there's a little bit of fear about where is the financial stability going to come from, but I truly know that it's going to work out because I found something that I'm passionate about, and I'm hoping that I can make it work. And you know what? If I can't, there's always going to be another corporate job that I can go back to. Maybe I go into another industry, but you can do whatever you want. You just have to start making the changes to do it. Whether you're following my nighttime routine, prepping everything you need for the next day, whether it's work, whether it's university, college, school, motherhood, so that you have yourself set up for a productive day ahead. Maybe you want to start looking into a morning routine like I have, where I wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what. I'm on my walking pad, clearing my mind, I'm journaling, I'm discovering things about myself, and then I'm going into the workday with a clear head. These little teeny changes that you can make in your day-to-day that are very, very doable are going to open you up to these ideas and wild dreams and hopes and thoughts that you had in your head that maybe you've been crushing down since you were little. Maybe it's something new that comes up. I used to think that I wanted to get the degree, I wanted to get the corporate job, I wanted to have that stability, and that was my goal in life, and I achieved that. And guess what? I'm allowed to change my goal. I'm allowed to have new goals and desires. Just because you accomplish something doesn't mean you're stuck and that you have to stay there. We're humans, we're women, we're creative, we're evolving, and we can do things differently if we want to. I now have new goals and new dreams and new desires, and why should I be afraid to follow them? I've done things before. I've done things the unconventional way. I got my degree later in life. I didn't finish that until about 2 years ago, and who cares? It really didn't make a difference. Right out of high school, I was giving myself a hard time for not going directly into university. I tried for 2 years and I dropped out because I just wasn't ready and it wasn't for me. Sometimes in life we aren't ready for certain things, but if you listen to your true gut and intuition, and if you trust the timing of your life, things are going to work out for you. I know that it sounds really cheesy, but it's true. And if you can begin opening up your mind to manifestations and possibilities, I truthfully think that that is going to aid you in whatever you want to do. Figure out what you want out of life. Figure out what you want right now. How are you going to get there? And then do it. Just fucking do it. Start taking the steps that you need to take to get there. Even if it's something as small as I want to start working out in the morning, just start. If it's something bigger, I want to switch my career. You know, maybe I'm 40, I want to go back to school and I want to study something else. I want to go back and get my master's degree. Maybe you're like me, I want to nix the whole school and corporate thing and do something creative. Just do it. We have one life, one shot to live. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I didn't know I was gonna start tearing up about this. I'm just so thankful that I was able to come to this realization now instead of wasting more of my life feeling trapped and small and like I wasn't worthy. And I don't want any of you to feel like that either. So please just find what you want to do and freaking do it. Nobody can stop you no matter what they say, whether it's your spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's somebody trying to defer you from what you want to do. Don't listen. Trust your intuition. Women have strong gut feelings. Listen to it. Learn how to hear it through the loudness and do what you need to do to have the best life that you could possibly have. Thank you for following along if you've been here so far, and I hope you stick around because I don't know what's coming in life, but I can't wait to find out.